Okay, Minorcan Navy, we're going to talk a little bit about the St.simons Lighthouse, and we're probably going to have a couple videos on the lighthouse as the current lighthouse is now celebrating its 150th birthday on St. Simons Island. Yes. And to look at it, you wouldn't think it was a day over 12. Now, the lighthouse is a very critical part to the shipping industry in and out of the Port of Brunswick. And it's kind of unique in what it is. The lighthouse isn't warning of a shoal or sandbars. The lighthouse is actually part of a range system for the Brunswick shipping channel. And when we get towards the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how that thing works. It's not only the lighthouse, there's a couple different components about the lighthouse, but we're going to get into that, exactly how that thing works towards the end of this video. Now, the lighthouse keepers, residents, they have added on a museum. All these buildings, along with the fuel house that's there alongside the base of the lighthouse, make up this complex on St. Simons. And this is a really neat place. I think there's 129 steps in a cylindrical stairway that goes up to the lookout peak there, walkway on top of the lighthouse, and you can make that trip up there. They sell tickets in the museum there, and you can go in and actually go right inside the lighthouse, kind of tour the lighthouse keeper's residence, and kind of just take it all in. Now, this part of the video, this is part of the other section, and this is on the other side of the island, that make up this navigation system that includes the lighthouse. Now, some of you old-time subscribers from back in the Golden Ray days will remember we had a couple videos kind of taking a peek at the navigational towers being dismantled last year. Well, they're in the process now of getting the bases of these towers back into place. They have driven the pylons on this, and this is one. There are two towers. These towers are about 150 feet tall, and they have a light on top of them that faces out across the island towards the channel. They had to put down new pilings, new caps to make up the bases for the tower systems. The tower systems were taken away. Understand they are being refurbished, and they will come back and be set back on these bases once all this work's done. But you see crews out, and we caught them today, and they were in the process of mixing up some cement on the site with their equipment there, and they had the forms in place on the south tower, and they were getting ready to start pouring those. We got a little video today of them preparing to get underway with that activity. while all this activity was going on, we happened to catch a dorsal fin, and this is off of porpoise. And this thing's kind of unique. I've never seen one of these here, but it's numbered and it has a transponder on it. And here we got crews getting ready to get the mixture going so they can get started. And here we can see the forms that are on top of those piling systems, and that cement mix will be craned over and poured right into those forms, and there'll be some nice new bases for those towers. Now, once we start kind of getting back away from the lighthouse in the channel, and we're not very far, and this is a pretty powerful light. This thing, it's got a flash every 60 seconds, one flash every 60 seconds, and it's visible out to, geez, probably close to 20 nautical miles offshore. It's 104 feet tall. And we kind of back away. If you kind of look back across straight behind it, that's where those towers are on the other side of the island. And if those towers were in place and you're coming up the channel, this is kind of what you would see, a light on each top of those towers with a lighthouse right between them. And that makes up the range for the Brunswick Channel. Well, hey, that's all the time we got for today. I want to ask, if you haven't done it yet, you'll click on that subscribe link. Maybe leave us some comments. But most of all, we want you guys to stay safe out there.